Hey YouTube, it's Kosh1990, and today I have another Pauper deck tech video, and this time it is for Druid. And again, just like that speaker, I love both of these avatars. I play both of these avatars quite a bit, and I wanted to do Pauper deck lists for them, just to kind of flush out my deck collection here on Curiosa. Plus, I'm also having fun playing Pauper as well. So for those that don't know, Druid is it's an awesome avatar. You can tap player, draw a sight, and basically, if you don't have Tawny, which is the little owl here that Druid is holding, it's a 1 power airborne spellcaster minion. You get to summon it to that site, and you can tap summon Bruin, which is a 4 power bear, and then you flip Druid onto this side, and there's the good old boy right there. And you still gain the ability to tap or draw a sight, or tap a player draw site, I mean, and whenever an enemy enters a nearby site, it takes 1 damage. So, good defensive tech here while playing out a big, beefy unit. So, let's go over the deck. It's essentially a beast themed deck with some sort of control-y kind of minions here that are kind of hard to kill. Started off with Sly Fox. This is a card that the more and more I play with it, the more and more I like it. It's a 1 drop, 1 power, and it gains stealth at the end of your turn, so it's just really pesky and really difficult to deal with, and it can just sit there and annoy your opponent and attack their sites, and it's just kind of a pain. Also, I have a 4 land surveyor, and I should mention this is an earth water deck. So unlike Death Speaker, which is 3 color, and I only ran single attribute cards, this being 2 color, I'm more comfortably running not attribute, but threshold. But in this one, I'm running dual, like 2 threshold cards in here because I'm only 2 colors, so it's not that big of a deal, I think. And a land surveyor, it's just a good defensive tool. Again, it's a little annoying minion that they're going to have to deal with eventually. And in Genesis draw site. 2 copies of polar bear, or not 2 copies, 4 copies of polar bears. It's a 2 drop, 2 power minion that can basically move north and south and north, connecting the bottom and the top parts of the realm. So it can apply some early on pressure to your opponent. Got 4 copies of Deep Sea Mermaid. It's a submerge. Don't really care about that too much, but it's a 3 drop, 1 power, draw our bottommost spell, so it's blue's version of Apprentice Wizard, more or less. 4 copies of Tufted Turtles. Again, this card's great. It's very, very annoying, especially in the Pauper format. It is just a pain to deal with. 3 drop, 2 power, and the first time it would take damage each turn, prevent that damage. It's just a good card that they're going to have to answer eventually as well. And for the beefier stuff in the deck, we have 4 copies of Brown Bears. Just a 4 drop, 4 power minion. Just good late game threats. Lake of Funk, 4 drop, 3 power as lethal and submerge. So this is our catch-all answer for stuff like Amazon Warriors, which we also run 4 copies of Amazon Warriors, because if you're running Earth, you're running 4 of these. It's a 5 drop, just 5 power beat stick. Now for the magic spell or magic cards, there's not a whole lot in here because this is more of a minion-based deck. But again, if you're running Earth, you're running Common Sense. It's straight up Demonic Tutor, and you can have 4 copies of it. Honestly, if I were to ban cards, I don't know if this is banned or not in their Pauper format. I don't think it is, but if any card were to be banned, it would probably be Common Sense, in my opinion. It's too good of a reason to run this element, I think. But yeah, being able to search your spellbook for any ordinary card, put in your hand, and shuffle your deck is pretty good. Now for our removal / controlling stuff, I'm also running 4 copies of Sleep. Basically, if there's an Amazon Warrior out, or the Plume Pegasus, or something that's really annoying that is beating you down, you can basically make it go to sleep, and it's disabled until it takes damage again. Though keep in mind, in the Pauper format, there's going to be a lot of deserts floating around, more so probably than usual, and those are good ways to get rid of the disabled or sleep status effect on their stuff. And just for good hard removal, I have 4 copies of Bury. Again, it's as long as I'm not on one of our water sites. I chose to not run Drown for that reason, because I think more people are playing non-water sites than they are water sites, so I think Bury has more use there. I still like Ice Lance, even though with the errata to how projectiles work, it's still a great card. I die to this card so much, so there's no way I can't not run it. And again, Burying Icelands are at 4 copies, and then to round out the spellbook, I have 2 copies of Rescue. It just returns a minion from your cemetery to your hand, so a little bit of recursion. If our like one of our beat stick stuff dies, we can get it back. And with the common senses, it's like running 6 of them in here, so I didn't think it was necessary to run 4. Now to go over the sites again. Just like the other deck, it's going to be pretty straightforward because the card pool is a little more limited here. But we have some rivers to help filter through our deck. We have Bog to kind of slow things down. We don't really care about that because we're like a mid-rangey kind of a deck, but if they can come to us, then we can just eat them with our big stuff. That's preferred. And then the villages to create little cheap bodies, so on and so forth. And yeah, it's basically the deck. I like this deck a lot. It's very simple to play. There's not a whole lot of complex avenues to go down, like lines of play. You're just playing big, beefy stuff and making your opponent, just waiting, having your opponent come to you, and then you just eat them alive with all your big stuff. And when they do come to you, once Druid is flipped, I don't know why I clicked into that. There we go, down here. They will start taking a lot of damage when they're getting near you, and they're going to have to get near you eventually. So anyway, that is the deck. Let me know what you think about it down below. If there's anything you would do differently, or add in a third element, or swap an element out like water for like air, maybe. I don't know. Let me know down below. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, I will catch you all later. See ya.